Welcome back to Professor Layton, The Lost Future. The story so far, Professor, if you will.
Okay. Thanks to Shipley, Luke and the Professor come a little bit closer to finding the Future Layton, who has a thumb up his nose. Having identified the towering pagoda as a family stronghold, the party split up.
Does not pick his
I'm
nose.
narrating here! While Future Luke runs ahead to secure a path into the pagoda, our heroes set out for Chinatown, where they will order a lovely Chinese takeaway.
Hey, Dwebs, challenge. Do your best Don Layton Yone thing.
Don Layton, yo.
Layton Yone. You know, Don Corleone, Layton.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, never mind. Go read this. Sorry, I forgot about this.
That woman, who could she be? She's like a ghost that's been haunting me ever since we came to this London. Has my future self forgotten the vow I made the day she gave me this hat? I've striven to be the gentleman she believed me to be. But what about him? Perhaps it is as Future Luke said. I became obsessed with turning back time. Back to the time.
So there you go. Him being a gentleman is a way to honor Claire's memory.
Okay, so I'll be, I'm gonna be, Don Corleone. Good day, fine gents. Isn't the view from...
No, that's for when we meet Evil Layton.
It most certainly is, sir. Wait, who's doing Graham?
I'll do them. Truly, it's nothing short of breath. I'll try to do my best Josh Mandel impression.
Yeah, I was going to say Josh Mandel impression.
Professor, look at this man. Do you suppose he could be part of the family?
Yeah, the Royal Daventry family.
Shut.
Look at his
What's
back.
that, boy? I'm standing right here. If you have something to say it to my face.
Actually, Pedro, maybe the Don Corleone thing may not be the best thing for Future Layton.
It's only... come on, Jova. You know yourself it's not going to last long anyway, so...
But honestly, that would just be going a bit too far.
Oh, this one. See the stitching? This was custom made in Italy. Italy, I say.
Of course, an Italian suit.
I'm ever sorry, sir.
Well, from what I've heard, you guys are known for making awesome suits anyway, isn't that?
It's just most like a urban. We just have a couple of what's the name? The guys like Valentino or Dolce & Gabbana.
Yeah, Dolce & Gabbana. I mean,
it's just a bunch of important names. Suits are suits anyway.
There are plenty of Dolce & Gabbana stores in my country.
The name's Graham.
Yeah.
No, Graham, don't.
Oh,
Well, we are near the table.
London's most distinguished, dashing, and
I'm
I
King
forgot the
Graham
last
of
one.
Daventry, and this is my friend Cedric.
But I won't forget the name. I promise.
Does thou truly cease to wish our conversation to cease our conversation?
okay.
Theo, your Kate Sif voice, please.
Oh, hello there.
Say, do you happen to know if this is the way to Chinatown?
There's no signs anywhere in this?
I reckon this path most likely take care of it, eh?
That I.
Whatever.
You reckon? Haven't you taken this path before?
No chance. I have a feeling something could have happened take me down that way. Something bad. Like, could have get interrupt me with the family lot. I'm better off just staying here and solving puzzles.
Of course.
Speaking of
So let's
puzzles...
solve one. Henchman Hunt.
Okay.
Theo,
keep going.
I'm afraid there might be some of that family lot up ahead. There's no telling what they do if they spot me. They're taking up this hiding spot behind this wall so I can take a weak peek without being found. Could you please help me out? Just how many henchmen are actually out there?
Alright, so...
Okay.
Basically... Here we go. Let's, in fact, allow the hand to explain. Click OK, Pedro. Thank you.
Like, no.
There's... Theo?
There's the head henchman up on the balcony where it's on the top right. Here is your very first one.
Basically, you're supposed to take a close look because there are very small visual cues that tell you that there's something that where they are.
They're hiding places you wouldn't even dream of. Take a look at whatever.
Sorry, sorry about that.
Oh, don't worry.
Like for example, notice behind them. For example,
They're hiding awfully strange places over here on the top left. Think I can see a hat? take a closer look.
Yeah. Basically, this is all about observation, so sorry about this, Shiro.
That's okay.
But that's just a tiny hole.
You'll see there's a
That
few of them.
savors a few
Don't
of
worry,
them.
there's an easy way to tell from this hole.
How?
You'll see. You'll see.
You'll see, Dwibs. It's staring you right in the... Well, now it's not, but
Oh,
it was.
0.
Oh, no way.
9?
Yes, I'm trying to write a 9, so...
You're doing it the wrong
backwards
way.
9.
Yeah, well, the game still counts, so whatever. It still counts.
Huh.
I knew it.
I've never met anyone who's tried to write a backwards 9.
That's right.
Grievance. Nine entrant.
Crivens.
Was right to be afraid.
Is that an actual Scottish word, Crivens, or British something?
I've never
Sorry,
heard
but
Alice
how
say
could
it,
it be
or any other
spotted
Scottish
then
person
through
say
that
it.
tiny hole?
You have to basically each of the there's a characteristic of each of them that can be spotted for the whole, and some of them can you can see the silhouettes if you look close. It's one of those look close and you'll see something things.
Of course not. We're no family minions. I'm Luke, and this is the
You're
famous Layton.
Layton, you say? Curtis is not family minion. He's the head honcho.
I command you to kiss my feet.
Help! Somebody help me!
Kiss my ass.
Oops, I forgot how the name Layton scares the living daylights out of people in this time.
Bum bum ba bum bum.
Yes, it's unfortunate, but people do seem to think I'm a criminal.
Do they now?
Gee, I wonder why.
On a more interesting note, have a look at the ground, Luke.
Oh, more wet feet, sir.
Yep.
Yep.
Those footprints must belong to the man who just ran off.
Yes, Kate Sif must have taken human form.
What does that mean? Like you have wet shoes?
Come to think of it, his shoes and trousers were soaking, but why?
Yeah, basically, Theo, this town is crawling with scientists with wet pants and wet shoes, and that's going to be one of our mysteries for the game.
Indeed. So how did he get so wet?
One
script.
must fear. One must fear never
Blame the
getting
script.
too wet.
Name the script.
Men in White Laboratory coats seem to be all over this part of town, but the odd thing is that their trousers, buttons, and shoes are always soaking wet. What reason could they have for walking around London with wet feet?
As Sean Connery said, one must never fear getting wet.
They must never have heard of a towel.
Alright, so...
Okay, Luke, I'm going to look at my picture book. Okay, never mind.
Sure, go ahead, Professor.
Okay, never mind. I'm going to read my journal. You can't do that. Wait, never mind. Press on.
Yes. Sorry for that
damn
brain
it.
fart, Luke.
You know, Professor, all with all the trees and stuff, this hill is a bit creepy.
Of course, we're close to Chinatown.
What's the matter, Luke? You're not afraid of seeing a ghost, are you?
A ghost? Seriously?
Yes.
Come on, Professor. I know you would never believe in something so unscientific.
Unscientific, you say?
Let me guess, he's gonna make a Pokemon joke like, what's
Yeah,
the head,
there's
on
no
your shoulder?
proof that ghosts exist.
And a man of science like you would never fear something as silly as ghosts, eh, Luke?
Well, technically, Luke, ghosts do exist at the movies. Anything to go by?
No, not ghosts. More like
Oh yeah, that's right. Playing God and bringing people back to life. Silly me.
Wait, what?
No, Jova. In the movie, they're putting memories, okay, or mind, if you want to call it that way, in somebody else's body. It's not ghosts. That's a different thing.
But actually, Pedro, remember how they
Oi,
established that there was
you
actually a
two.
consciousness?
You've got a lost look about you. Do you know where you are?
Are you gonna pull? Are you gonna open your trousers and whip?
I must confess we do not. It's our first time in this area. Oh wait, I got a perfect voice for this guy, sorry.
Go ahead.
Listen, I could be wrong, but I think you took a couple of fine jobs and citizens.
I actually prefer.
The big micro machine
I actually
man.
prefer the previous one, actually.
Sorry, sorry, I have a voice condition. I'm a nice fella, so I'll call you in.
Black market? Wow, this is the second time we've heard about that in the
That's right,
series.
Sonny. We saw a lot of dodgy stuff out here, and no one questions where it comes from. If it was me and those shiny loafers of yours, I'd keep my head down and leg it, quick as I could.
You want to buy some puzzles? I got some good ones.
That would seem prudent indeed.
Before we go, though, I've got a question. Why do people come out of the way out here to shop?
Listen, son, the things for sale here. Let's just say you won't find them at the local corner shop.
Yes, they sell illegal puzzles here.
Yeah. But come to the bazaar, and who can say what treasures you'll find?
Oh, I suppose you mean antiques and other rare items.
Sure, Luke, sure.
I think we've asked.
Well, to be fair,
Let's move
Tio,
on, shall we?
if Last Spectre's anything to go by, it's understandable why Luke would think of that at a black market.
Yeah, because of what happened in the last
You
chapter.
do be
Yeah.
careful. Oh, and if you're ever in the market for something hard to find, swing by. For something hard to find, it's screwed up.
Actually,
Oh, by the way,
Huh.
Shiro, you're up.
Okay.
Oh, hello there, Mr. Cat.
Oh, which looks more like an owl.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was a cat or a rabbit or.
Catanova.
Catanova, yes, get it? Catanova.
What is he saying, Luke?
He
What
says
a
he's a bit of
catastrophe
a
of a
gem,
name.
Professor.
I want to kill myself.
Okay.
So
there's-
he wants you to say Professor.
There's
I-
no
I-
doubt
I love this one. I
where
love-
that
I love
came
this one.
from.
This tomcat is trying to meet up with his sweetheart. However, there are dogs on the squares marked with X's, and if the tomcat comes within 3 squares of one, they'll pick up his scent and chase him off. Rest assured that the dogs can't smell through walls, though. Which entrance out of A, B, C, or D should the tomcat take so he can be safely reunited with his lady friend?
Actually, most of the time, dogs are actually scared of cats because cats can be quite aggressive.
Well, we're going with the cartoony logic here, so.
well, it's also a real life thing where some dogs also can be aggressive. It goes both ways, but
Yeah,
yeah,
this
often
is
some
very
dogs
easy
are
as a
some
puzzle.
one.
There we go.
Wait, couldn't B have been another solution?
Could be what? Sorry, Dwebs?
B.
No.
Actually, Dwebs, remember, it's Luke who's talking to the cat, so Luke is the one who heard the puzzle. Perfect! The answer is C.
Boo.
Oh.
Alright,
Honestly, if you're expecting a level 5 game to not make that pun, you should probably quit existence.
Shiroi?
I know. I'm glad we could help as well.
You're not Shiroi.
I know, I'm just asking if she's here.
Yes, glad to be of service.
Yeah, later is like, what
Yes,
the fuck
Layton,
is
you
it?
helped the cat solve this puzzle.
Yes, I feel so proud.
Alright, Dwebs, you and me, you're the big guy.
Okay. Oi, just what do you two think you're doing? No one passes through this here gate. Now clear off or we'll be having more than words of each other.
How charming.
I see.
What nerve! We're just a pair of brutes, don't you agree? Professor, what are you thinking about?
Boobies. Tell me, Luke, did those two remind you of anyone we know? And sorry, I got distracted. What were you saying? It's not an exact match, but they do bear an odd resemblance to a certain pair of fellows.
They do, yeah.
Stanley and Olio.
Not just that.
Of course! We're talking about Inspector Chelmy and Barton.
Oh, shit. I am. The similarities are quite striking, don't you think?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we couldn't pay them their contracts to be in this game, so we had to replace them.
Actually, they are in this game, so.
Big guy in charge, check. Small guy sidekick, of course. But something tells me the inspector wouldn't take kindly to being told he resembles a criminal.
Speaking of the inspector, did his presence at that event seem at all odd to you?
True.
Yeah.
Event? Do you mean the time machine presentation?
No, I meant the childbirth. Of course I meant the time machine presentation! Yes. Why do you suppose the police inspector was invited to an event like that in the first place?
Yeah, even they themselves addressed it earlier, if you recall part 1.
Well, he's cracked quite a few tough cases. Maybe his celebrity status got him invited.
In that case,
Sure.
why wasn't I invited?
Professor, you were invited. We were there, remember?
Oh, right, sorry. Yes, I assume the same thing. After all, pseudo-celebrity status is what got you and me our tickets. Yes, we're pseudo-celebrities, I'm afraid.
Oh, pseudo-celebrity? Nonsense! You're the great Professor Layton!
Then how come the great Professor Layton hasn't got a better movie deal?
The modern-day English
what are you talking
gentleman!
about?
Oh, cool! Pirates of Penzance reference.
Hold on.
Hate to
Shiroi, wanted to say something?
No, all I said was I don't know what he's talking about. He had a fantastic movie.
Better than the Ace Attorney movie,
But
sorry.
no one saw it, so...
Oh,
There you
that. Well, to be fair, it had a limited release in the
It's
UK,
better in Ireland.
so...
Clear expectations to an
Whereas the
otherwise-
Ace Attorney movie actually made it all the way over to America because of how popular it was.
So?
So the question looms before us. Why did Dr. Starngun, whoever he is, invite the Inspector and me?
Yes, that does bring up a few questions.
What I wouldn't give to hear the Inspector's take on the event.
Maybe
Let's travel
it was
back in time. Oh, wait, sorry.
Maybe it's because we got extra famous off of that case that we solved with Mr. Right.
Do not speak of that, Luke.
Jesus Christ, Webs.
No, I'm not just referring to that.
Is that bad?
No, doesn't like the crossover.
No. I am not just...
Professor, there you are.
I'm not just referring to that. He tried to steal my spotlight.
I thought you didn't just like the ending. I didn't realize you didn't like the whole thing.
No. I just don't like the ending.
Okay.
Ah,
Yeah, when he says that he doesn't like the parts where he tried to steal a spotlight, he's speaking in character.
Ah, okay, fine. No, it's just it's kind of hard to tell at this point.
Meet him back in our time.
Ah, don't worry, Pedro. You've got me for that.
Sure.
Yeah, Jova will help.
I'm the Dwiv's translator. Let's continue this conversation where we can't be seen or heard, shall we?
Hey, what are they talking about? Shoot them!
Let me head over to the wooded area to the west.
And then they died. The end.
Good idea, me.
Oh,
Okay.
Seriously, why were they talking right in earshot of the crooks?
Yeah, much better. I don't think anyone is likely to overhear us now.
There they are! Kill them! You mentioned that there is a way for us to visit the Inspector on our own time.
Yes. Just go back to the wormhole.
I can only imagine that this means going back to 10 years ago. Is such a thing possible?
You have to
It would need to be, because
Right.
otherwise we'd
Well,
boned.
you have to remember that Professor Layton doesn't actually know how wormholes work, so he has to have Teacher Luke tell him
Gee,
how it does.
Professor. But the only way... Yes, that's right. Now, Professor, allow me to show you the way.
That's right.
But the
Luke is
close
actually
stuff is
teaching
wrong.
some. The roles are reversed. Luke is actually teaching something to Professor Layton now. Haha.
That
Where
shouldn't
have
be...
I gone wrong in life? Strange. Why is it that you have such easy access to the wormhole and I don't?
I promise I'll explain everything when we get there. Please trust me on this. Hint, it has something to do with me knowing Doctor Who. But for now, let's return to the clock shop on Midland Road.
I watch Doctor Who. How come I don't get anything?
No, I actually know the guy.
Yeah, well, I plan to head into Chinatown as a game.
Uh,
That's
We're heading to
But
Chinatown.
Professor, you're stealing Luke's lines.
Yes, I really don't appreciate that, Professor.
which Luke?
Young Luke, little Luke.
I don't appreciate you bullying my younger self.
Chapter 4. Back to the present.
Back to the past, not future.
To play the shitty get. Oh, sorry, wrong wrong lyrics. Anyway, let's go.
Sai, when was that lighthouse on the river built?
Last week.
About 5 years ago.
Oh, I was close. Did anyone comment on this peculiar location? I mean, it's not like there's going to be any boats coming here. The River Thames is shit anyway.
Exactly.
Building a structure like that in the middle of the river seems to serve little purpose.
That's not untrue, Professor. But we'll discuss the city later. We need to make for the clock shop.
So this part was just padding.
Don't worry, Professor. The lighthouse will become relevant later. Anyway, oh, thank goodness you're here. London's most debonair man requires some assistance.
Alright. What's the matter?
Luke, use your
we
phone.
need a magic fruit.
It's that blasted bird over there. The dreadful creature
Cedric.
that dreadful creature swooped down and plucked my best cufflinks right off my sleeves.
What bird?
Emmy.
That annoying owl. Oh, sorry, never mind, wrong game.
Oh, that must be the bird that fellow was talking about.
Now give me the bird.
Oh, wow, a parrot!
The bird is the word. The bird, bird, bird. The bird is the word. The bird, bird, bird. Anyway.
Oh, and everybody said,
You may not have noticed, sir, but we're in a bit of a hurry here.
why all the padding?
Don't worry, Professor. This is going to lead to the new puzzle minigame.
Luke, listen to yourself. Don't you remember what the professor always says?
Now who's in the wrong, Big Luke?
Helping people in need is the duty of every gentleman.
True.
Yes,
True.
like this game is in need to get back to its plot.
A very good point, Luke. Very well then, let's think. This bird clearly likes shiny objects.
You're not having my gold tooth.
Actually, considering we're going to need this bird later on for plot reasons, this actually is important. So technically, this is plot. Of course, what sort of gentleman would I be without the proper accoutrements?
You're not a gentleman anyway, you're just a poser.
Oh, come on, just because it's all because I don't have a top hat, isn't it?
The top hat completes the look, but you also have to have a sense of regality, and posture, and charisma, none of which you have.
Who told that to you, Professor? Your old girlfriend or something?
Yes.
Oh.
Curses. Foiled again.
You're not making it very easy for us to help you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Shira is still there.
Of course.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, future Luke solves a puzzle.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
A
okay.
red garnet has fallen to the bottom of this cluttered briefcase. Can you move the garnet to the opening at the top by sliding
and believe it
the
or
cutout?
not,
So
Future
this
Luke
is
is
like managing the inventory of Resident Evil 4.
and believe it or not, Future Luke is not the other. And believe it or not, Future Luke is not the last new character who will have his own puzzle-solving animations. There's someone else who will be showing up later.
Yeah.
It's
Right,
Phoenix
Pedro?
Wright.
No, Professor, we're not there yet.
Oh, okay.
You don't
Don't
like
worry,
it?
Professor. Don't worry, Professor. After this game, and possibly after Spider-Man
let
2002,
them
we'll
listen.
finally get to
Let
it.
them listen.
I do believe I've got the answer.
Got it.
Success!
Success.
Luke, your finger looks like it was point bent the wrong way.
Great. Just look at that sparkling gem.
I don't even care at this
Sparkle,
point.
sparkle, sparkle.
Cluttered case.
Luke Generations. Aha, there we are. With any luck, this flashy gem will attract the parrot. See if you can tame him when he gets close.
Leave it to me.
Right then, here goes. Future and past Luke working together.
With their powers combined.
What
I'll
the?
be right
Here he
back.
comes.
Here it comes.
What's that? Something about DR6? Don't worry, boy. We won't hurt you. You don't say. Wow, so you really were the parrot who also starred in those games? Kudos.
You know, that bird seems rather fond of you, Luke. Are you friends now?
Of course.
Luke says evilly. Well, now that you're friends, why don't you give him a name and don't call him Big Dick?
Now I think I'll name him. I named my fish Teoscavin, so maybe I'll name this parrot Shiro.
Ah,
Okay, what is your parrot's name?
Thinking. Alright, come up with it. Being a Donkey Kong Country fan, might as well.
Squall?
no, squad.
Yeah, Squall the parrot.
That would be interesting.
Hello, nice to meet you, I'm Squawk.
Nice to meet you, Squawk.
Nice to
Hello
meet you.
there, I'm Luke. It's nice to meet you too, Squawk.
Stop copying me, I don't like stereotypes.
If only. Nice work, Luke. That was amazing.
That was amazing.
Of course. What else would you expect from the apprentice of the great Professor Layton?
Oh, sure, pick yourself up while you're at it, Luke.
Well, nothing you'll need to, Professor.
Yes, but I can. I am the main character. You have a new favorite friend. Friend, Squawk the Parrot.
Indeed.
The parrot minigame has been added to the truck.
Give me out of the song. Give me
First, we
out
had
of
the
the
parrot
song.
play with Luke to learn the basics.
Once you've done that, you have the chance to do lots more with your parrot friend. Not that!
Thank goodness you... Thank goodness, my joy knows no limits. What fine young men you two are. Keep at it, and one day you each become a true gentleman, just like myself.
But future Luke is a true gentleman.
Glad we can help. Here's your garnet, and I believe these cufflinks are yours too.
Oh, sorry. Oh yes, there they are. With these in place, I'm even more devastatingly handsome than before. Now I believe you two young men deserve something for your trouble.
Don't give them guns.
Oh, there's really no need, sir.
Helping people is reward enough for any gentleman.
But Luke,
Oh my god, they're
but Luke,
completing each other's sentences!
but Luke, earlier you were the one who accepted the puzzle just so you could get cookies.
Oh, but Professor,
You should know that we are very humble indeed. We only accept it when need be.
Yes,
Hi, Squawk, let's have some fun.
yes, you're a humble hypocrite.
Yeah,
Well, that's what you would say, Professor.
Oh my god.
That's disturbing.
well, hey, we are the same person.
Luke,
It only makes
script.
sense we should
Ow.
be able to read each other's sentences.
Focus on the script. Focus on the script.
Your parrot has generally
Just
volunteered his
volunteer
services as a delivery bird.
I'll do it.
Fortunately, the heavy objects he has to carry make it hard for him to fly properly.
Okay, timeout. I'll read this and you two have a timeout. Predict his flight path and use ropes to create perches that will guide him to the recipient.
Recipient.
Dwebs, let's let Pedro read.
But
Yeah.
I want to.
Create a
Nope,
perch
sorry,
for your
Professor,
parrot
we
by
have to
connecting
hold
it
tight
to a
now.
silver rope.
So it's kind of like
Luke?
Mario versus Donkey Kong with mini Marios.
Yeah. The number of ropes at your disposal changes with each delivery request. The position and angle of each perch will affect your parrot's flight trajectory. And the accordion agrees.
Yes.
Build efficient perches that will help your parrot get to his destination as quickly as possible.
Hurry up! I can't keep playing this accordion forever.
Ropes can crossover, but Professor, it's Nishihura-san who's doing it, not you.
Yes, but I am actually playing the accordion.
Oh, really?
Yes, he actually is, believe it or not.
Touch clear to remove all the ropes you've drawn from this. But Professor, this is a game.
Shut up!
Oh, sorry, but Professor, this is a Tomohito Nishihura composed game. You're gonna have to play the accordion throughout the entire game.
Yes, I am. Now hurry up! My arms
So,
are getting tired
Professor,
here.
you're the one playing the accordion during the stolen turnabout in Trials and Tribulations, considering the accordion music in that game.
Yes, Capcom hired my services. Hey, if actors can actually perform as part of an orchestra, why can't I?
Of course.
Complete the course by guiding your parrot over to the delivery recipient. And Luke's sprite is happy. To deliver, if your parrot flies off the side of the screen. Your parrot must also reach the recipient before time runs out. So keep an eye on the time limit. Alright, let's try it then.
Alright.
Okay, so we can create a maximum of 5 ropes. Alright, let's try it here. And thinking. Whoa.
Think faster.
In fact, I'm gonna show off what happens when you fail.
Here's what happens if you lose.
Boing, boing.
And the
Time's up.
bird died.
And
And then Luke's sprite going, oh
Luke, you murderer!
no! Okay,
Well, it was the parrot that killed himself. A la Sonic.
I'm saddened that no one inserted the Mario lose a life jingle.
yeah, that's a good idea. I probably should have done that.
Do it in post.
Well, now we can't do it anymore. I mean,
Yeah.
anyway.
I might insert it.
Wow, great, Squawk. You got that up on me in no time.
I second it. Oh, great. Oh, great.
Oh, maybe I should have called you Tony.
Oh,
Tony the Tiger. Whenever you want to have another go, just give me a squawk, won't you?
yeah, great. Let's play. Let's play.
We
Oh
already...
yes, this is a let's play.
Luke.
Alright,
let's
everybody. Now
Luke,
we've
let's
got
not get too meta in this.
Alright,
Okay?
everybody. Now that we've got acquainted with our parrot friend, we'll get back to the story in the next part. See ya.
See ya.
Yeah.
See ya.